And we're now live. Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome back to another Thirsty Thursday. We are on Instagram and Facebook today, and I am like seeing double. It's it's a little bit.
Yeah, two Paula and Courtney's.
Two, actually, and there's actually three because it's Inception is what it is.
It's too many.
So today we're going to be talking about summertime beers, which I'm super excited about because it is about ready for it to be summer.
Mm-hmm. It is going to be 80 today.
Yeah, it's really nice outside. I went for a run the other day.
Arms.
Yeah, I know. I went for a run the other day, like in the morning, and I wore a long sleeve shirt just out of habit. And I stripped. I stripped. I was in my sports bra and I was like, I can't do this.
She's running at lunch too. She's just running.
Trying. So before we get into anything, before I forget, we have a discount code going on. So yesterday was National Beer Day. So happy late National Beer Day to everyone. I hope you guys all celebrated appropriately. And we're actually extending our discount code from yesterday. So it's 10% off all beer ingredients and equipment. Now that doesn't include kits that are already on sale. So if you're going into our little sales section with all those different kits, those are already on sale. You don't get an extra 10% off, sorry. But the code is Beer Day. So today only, last day for it, Beer Day at checkout, and you'll get 10% off on any beer ingredients or equipment.
I would say stock up.
Yeah. And I mean, like, some of the beer equipment is expensive. So 10% off could be like a big
it can help you definitely get over that little hump of should I, shouldn't I.
And if you're trying to get someone new into brewing, that 1003 Brewer's Best kit, which is around I believe like 160-ish, I mean that's $16 off. So yeah, and free shipping.
Who doesn't like $16 extra?
Right. And free shipping on anything over $50. So, get that kit and then use that 10% off, get something else, get that free shipping.
Yeah. And you can think ahead because we've got Christmas in July coming up, so we still have some holiday ale. And you've seen us use, auto siphons and bottle fillers and all this stuff lately. So if that's stuff you're thinking, I'm on the fence about getting, this would be the time to get it.
Yep, for sure. So code Beer Day at checkout, and I'll mention that a few more times later on. Someone says it pays the tax on it, at least with 10%. Yep.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So, let's see. The Judgmental Hop, I like that username.
That's perfect.
Says, sweet hookup. Yeah, you're welcome. Happy National Beer Day to everyone.
Sure. Everybody should celebrate.
Everyone should celebrate. We are celebrating a day late. I love that. That was synchronized. We have watermelon wheat beer. And I'm very excited.
And, I mean, the color is very light and refreshing. It's just summertime.
So, that is what it looks like. Gotta get that logo in there. I'll show this camera, and then I'll show this camera.
We've got a lot going on
High
today.
production value over here. The first beer, I've told this story a couple times, so if you've tuned in, I apologize. But the first beer I ever remember liking, was a watermelon beer.
Because it's kind of sweet. But I love watermelon.
So good.
Yes. Yep. Yes. Now, we were talking about it last week, and I had ordered it out, and the lady said to me, "Oh, you're not going to want to drink these all day." And I thought, "Oh, you are mistaken."
Yeah, I remember. And you were
yes, I will.
You're like, no, you said the way she said it. She wasn't like you're wrong. She was like, you are mistaken.
Yeah, I could sip on this all day long. But I also love wheat beer.
Yeah, it's just like it's crisp and it's fresh and it's.
It makes me think of summertime, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. I could drink a lot of this.
For sure. A little sunshine, summertime, it's all good. And let's talk about this particular beer.
Okay.
Okay? Because I for those of you who tune into us, we have our own like niche profile taste. And mine is definitely wheat or stouts, porters, that kind of thing.
I'm a little bit more IPA.
A little hoppy.
Yeah.
Although the sweet we definitely
agree
come
on.
together,
For
right.
beer, not for wine.
No, exactly. Yeah, not wine.
We're not talking about wine today.
No, our commonality of wine is interesting. So, looking at this, it's an extract brew, and that just means that it is a fantastic wheat beer recipe. I mean, it's a tried and true wheat beer recipe. So if you're thinking in your head, watermelon probably isn't my thing, you might still really enjoy this kit. You could do one of two things. Don't put the watermelon in it.
And just have a wheat beer.
Just have a fantastic, light, pretty, beautiful wheat beer.
And the thing is, like, you can definitely taste the watermelon in here, but it's
It's not
subtle. Yeah, it's subtle. So you're not going to be missing out. Like, it's not going to take away a ton of, like, the essence of the flavor of it. You know what I mean?
True, it's not going to be flat.
Right, exactly.
Or boring.
Yeah, it's not just going to be like, oh, well...
Just another beer.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that even exists, just another beer. Anyway. So this is made with Willamette Hops, which matters if you're looking for what you want. And then I think if you were thinking I want to get crazy, you could purchase a different natural flavoring. You could make it a raspberry wheat beer or a mango wheat beer. Or someone else had a really interesting idea for a wheat beer.
I didn't know if you were going to call me
I'm
out.
totally calling you out.
I was like, don't we have like an espresso flavoring or something? I wonder how that would taste in wheat beer. Meaning, I wonder how it would taste. Not saying it would taste good, Paula.
I'm not wondering.
she's like, no, it wouldn't.
No, I'm like, that is so a stout.
Listen, okay, but have you ever had coffee and orange juice together?
No.
It's oddly good.
Do you mean in the same cup?
Yeah. It's weird. It's so weird. I tried it, and I wasn't expecting to like it.
What?
I'm
asking them to weigh in on this.
You're just like not even paying attention to me.
No, I'm totally paying. So my question to you at this point is, what motivated you to put this beautiful coffee and orange juice in the same cup?
So, it's orange juice and coffee. So, it's mostly coffee with a little bit of orange juice. But what motivated me is Jed, my husband, was like, this is something that I saw online. We should try it. I'm expecting it to be horrible.
Was this a TikTok thing?
And then, no, it wasn't a TikTok thing. It was like before TikTok was a thing. But, I'm sure maybe it was on TikTok at some point, but...
I personally believe that I drink coffee. I drink coffee just to get to my creamer, because I'm a love affair with my creamer.
A little bit of coffee with your creamer.
Exactly. And the way to improve orange juice is to add champagne.
Yep. I can see that.
Yeah, I feel very strongly about those two things.
So you're like champagne, not coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
Look, I'm beating you today.
You are. But it's a little sweeter.
It is. It's good. So yeah, as far as our watermelon wheat beer, we're going to talk about a few different beers today, just kind of like some beers that would be good potentially for summertime. Somebody says, what does the kit use for the watermelon flavoring? We're going to get to that in just a sec. We'll open up the kit. But the watermelon wheat beer kit is $44.99. It's going to be a 5-gallon kit.
I have to do a little shout out to Toby. Toby's live. She used to work for us in the store, and we have a little shout out to Toby.
Aw, shout out to Toby. Mm-hmm. Cheers to Toby. Yeah, so the ABV is going to be 4.8 to 5.3%. So, like, middle of the road, kind of.
Yeah.
Low IBUs, so 10 to 14 for IBUs, which you can definitely tell there's not a lot of, like...
No, but there's flavor.
Mm-hmm.
There's flavor for flavor's sake. There's, like, a harmony to it. And it's not one of those you're like, ooh, that's super happy, or you have that happy aftertaste. Yeah. It's definitely a wheat beer.
Yeah, because although I like IPAs, as we did before, if you haven't seen our IPA live that we did, where we tried 3 different IPAs, there was one that was super hoppy, and then there was one that was like the other end of the spectrum, like not as, and there was the middle one, and we both agreed that we really liked that middle.
Yeah.
That middle hoppiness. But some people really like a lot of hops, too. So
well, and like we said, the hoppiest one would have been my husband's
right.
jam.
He would have been, yeah.
He'd choose his like it's got a salad in it or something.
So Willamette Hops, we already talked about that. This one is a limited. Is it limited edition?
It's seasonal.
Seasonal kit. So it's gonna come with the labels, And then I guess we can just go ahead and like go through it.
Sure, that'd be cool.
Open it up. I don't know if you guys noticed too, but Paula also got watermelon.
To me, it's always about the accessories, you know?
Here, I think we gotta do this though.
Oh, why didn't we? Look at you taking it up one notch.
Look at that.
Actually, what a fun way to serve that. Hey, now we all have to go get them.
It was mostly just a creative way to set it down while also opening this box, but you know,
Sure.
I'll take it.
I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. To garnish.
To garnish. I'm learning a thing or two, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, as always, you like to be in charge of the instructions.
I do. I'm bossy. Okay.
Somebody said, oh, okay. They were still asking about the watermelon flavoring. So, I'll just start with that,
Yeah.
to answer your question. The watermelon flavoring is just going to be the brewer's best natural flavoring. It's 4 ounces. But there's actually a specific way that they tell you to use this. Because normally, you would use this during... the earlier part?
No, I think you would use it just like they want you to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the cool, I think, we'll bring it back up a little bit. This one has a little bit different step in the brewing process. Okay. But, and we'll get to that. But you use this the day you bottle. That's what is so cool about this recipe, because you could make this recipe, change your mind 26 days from Sunday, and at the end you finally make your decision. So when you are making your priming sugar, you know, you're doing your boil with your priming sugar to really get everything ready, and you're going to put it in your bottling bucket, and then you transfer your fermented beer right into the bottling bucket. That's when that goes in. So you're not mixing this in until the very, very end, which makes my mind just get like creative. And I'm thinking, does that mean that you split your beer in half? And one half gets raspberry and
you know
one
what
half
you could
gets
do too?
watermelon?
Is you could do like 2 flavors.
For sure.
You could do like a peach pineapple or like a whatever, or an espresso orange.
Not espresso.
Let's see. Best made mead. What is up? Thanks for being a fan of us. I always see you on here. Somebody said, I got the pineapple honey wheat beer, but decided not to use a pineapple, and it turned out great alone. And the left.
So then it'd be honey wheat. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah. And then you turn the second one into a braggot. So mead plus beer.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'd love to see pictures of that. I think maybe you shared pictures with us already, but if you haven't, I always like to see photos and videos.
Graphic people.
Graphics.
I'm numbers. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, just think how creative you could be, because you're gonna get 2 full cases of beer. So what if you did a second flavor? You just use half the flavoring and half with one, half with another, and then you would have a variety pack.
And you know what that comes to my mind when you say that is, man, you should get another carboy. It's almost like we have a code or something.
I think we could get 10% off that.
10% off with the code Beer Day if you wanted to get another carboy.
Or another bottling bucket, so that you could actually just have 2 bottling buckets going, divide the priming sugar, divide your beer, and then bottle from there. That would work.
One of my friends is like a car salesman, and I feel like he would have been proud of my segue.
And for those of you who are jealous right now, seriously, eating this watermelon and drinking this.
It's the best.
We may have to quit our jobs today, since we have just hit the pinnacle of how good it's going to get.
I don't know why I would ever like quit this as a job, because this is just what I want to do normally.
Yeah. This does not suck.
Alright, creative strategy once again.
I love this. And it's super, that's an awesome picture.
Alright.
Alright, so going backwards to the recipe, because we get distracted.
We do. It's a problem.
So during brew day, you're doing your boil, you're getting everything ready, you steep your hops like you normally would, and then this tells you it's got 2 cans of LME in it. Okay, so you've got your fermentables, our liquid malt extract, and you get 2 of them. And so what you do is you add 1 of the wheat cans to your boiling wort. Okay, and then you start, you do your hop additions and what have you. Then 45 minutes into your boil is when you add the second can. Okay, so normally during your boil, you're only doing hop additions. This time you're doing your hop addition at the very beginning, and 45 minutes later, you have your LME addition. And the idea behind that, and it says it even here in like red.
Yeah, in bold red.
Can't miss it.
Is the color.
The color. Yep.
So apparently, if you do it that way, then it'll help get like that nice light color that you see here. Mm-hmm. So I'd be interested, like, if you didn't do it that way, like how much darker it would turn out. That'd be kind of.
I don't know. It's because it says this recipe incorporates late malt additions to ensure the lightest color possible for this beer style. Refer to brew day schedule, and then they don't want you to mess it up, which I appreciate.
Yeah, they put it in red. Anything
and in bold. In red and in bold. We're not screwing this up. So I love that. And it even says it down here in the boil about making sure that's when you add it. And then yeah, this is fantastic. And then it's not until the end where you add that watermelon. So you could just get crazy with this. And I think a mango wheat beer. Plus you could garnish with a piece of mango. Look at you garnishing it, making it all pretty. I like pretty food. That's probably why I eat so much sushi, because I just think it's pretty.
Oh, I love sushi.
Yeah. This would be good with sushi, though.
Yeah.
Because, you know, so much sushi has, like, the sauces, or it can have, like, all kinds of fun, good things. And if you have a cream cheese in it.
Ooh, yeah, sushi with cream cheese is, like, the way to go. I got Jed into sushi. We went to a sushi place, but it had, like, sushi and burgers in Seattle. And
What a combination.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah.
It was, like, it was kind of like maybe Hawaiian, like Polynesian, Hawaiian, Pacific type. So it had sushi and burgers and.
Did the burgers have pineapples on them?
Yeah,
Okay.
like that type of a thing.
Yeah.
And I hyped him all up. He had his sushi order ready. It was the first time he was gonna have it, and the waitress came around and he got a burger. And I was like, no.
And slid to the right.
Yeah, but now he loves it. I got him into it.
Okay.
He actually, for our anniversary one year, he went out and got a sushi, and I'm like, look at you, like we did something here.
I like it. I like it.
Someone says it's 8:20 a.m. here. All I want is sushi and beer. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sorry, we can't help you out.
We agree. Go get it.
Alright, so back to the kit.
Okay.
We have the Willamette Hops. We have, I believe, 2 ounces of that. Maybe just 1.
I think it's only 1.
Yeah,
addition.
just 1.
That's it. You just put it at the beginning of the boil, and you're good.
Crushed carapils and crushed wheat.
Makes sense. Light and full of wheat.
And there's 8 ounces of each of those. And then the priming sugar and caps, if you're bottling. I'm also going to spring something on you here live, but we may or may not have someone coming on doing talk about kegging. Someone from Firelands is interested in, like...
Is it Zach?
Yeah. So Zach, I don't know if you watch these, but we had talked about doing it before the pandemic, and then...
I would love to have him on.
Yeah, I knew you would, so I didn't feel...
He's the president of one of the local homebrew clubs, and he's awesome. Shout out to Zach.
Yeah, so I think that would be cool, but we're kind of waiting
He
to
is
see...
a wealth of knowledge.
We're kind of waiting to see, like, with the pandemic, how everything went,
Yeah.
so... But yeah, so I'm excited about that, because I don't think either of us would do nearly the job
the
that you
kegging
do.
thing
Yeah.
isn't I can do this part of the kegging thing for it. I mean, the rest of it it's hard. It's hard work.
Yeah, but not if you know what you're doing.
Exactly. If you know what you're doing, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
I am very good at making sure we can purchase the right things.
And I think though with the kegging, it's not hard, A, if you know what you're doing, B, if you have all the right materials, and then C, once you have those 2 things done, it's easier.
Well,
you know,
and
it's
my
easier
Nick,
than bottling.
my Nick is gonna keg.
Your Nick.
My Nick. They're always your children. Doesn't matter how old they are. So yeah, he's got a kegerator and he's setting it up at home. So I think his plan is to take most of the stuff that we end up making here
and steal it.
and stealing it and drinking it at home. So
That's fair.
I don't think that's bad.
Then for yeast, we have Safe Ale 06. So those, I just know them by the color. So someone says, I have in the glass my own brewed Pilsner with hops, and it's an awesome beer. I'm drinking it in the sauna. Dang.
Oh.
I thought we were
They one-upped us.
They one-upped us.
I like it.
All right. We're going to have to...
I'm not getting in a sauna live.
Oh, you got the muslin green bag as always, and then the labels on here are kind of cool. So that's
They're
what
chill.
the labels
They're
are.
kind of retro looking. Don't
They're
you think?
chill. Ooh, that is
chill.
a word from Paula.
I know. I don't usually say that.
This beer tastes balanced. Does it taste balanced?
You always.
Sorry, I'm not that funny. I just
Balanced.
think I'm funny. If anyone doesn't know why we're laughing, it's because whenever I don't really know what to say,
She
I
says
just say it tastes balanced. Because that's what she taught me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's the watermelon wheat beer kit. We only took about 40 minutes to unbox it, but,
You know.
hey, when it's a good kit and a good time, you know, it's okay.
True that. True, and I love it. So we also have pulled a couple more kits that we think might just pair well with summertime. The season in which I finally feel like a human being again. I mean, if you are living where there aren't a whole lot of seasons, shout out to you. But we go through all 4 seasons and sometimes in the same day here in Ohio.
It's true.
And so we're tired. We're tired. And, you know, I just read something that said we're going to get another freeze. And
Did you just kind of block it from your brain?
I'm not good with that.
Yeah.
I'm really not. Where the daffodils are coming up, the crocuses, the tulips.
It's so pretty.
And I really know that there's going to be a snowflake still in our future. But we need to get ready for summer. We need to brew the right stuff. So, Courtney picked these, and I think she was brilliant in them. We were talking about them this morning. You did a good job.
I tried.
Let's talk about the next one, which is what you have, the 1 gallon?
Yeah, so it's the 1 gallon. It's the orange.
Oh, I pulled the wrong Kolsch. You had both
Well,
of them. Okay.
It's the orange. I don't know how to say this word. Gosa?
I just say ghost.
Ghost. I've heard some people say gosa. I don't know. As long as you don't say orange goose, you're probably fine. Because that's what
not 2 O's.
that's what I think of every time that I see it. I'm like, so this beer, the 1 gallon kit is the only kit that we have available. We don't have a 5 gallon for this, but it's $19.99. The ABV is going to be 4.2 to 4.7 and really low IBUs. It's 4 to 18.
The color is gold, so it's going to be a beautiful golden color. But yeah, I could see this, especially because it's orange. We had an orange sickle last year. I don't know if they're coming back out with it. I've not heard a thing about it, but it was hot. An orange sickle beer.
I briefly remember that, and I feel like I only briefly remember it because it went like that.
Yes, it did. It did. So orange beer.
This one, they said that this is Gosa, however you say it, is a bit sweeter than like your typical Pilsner. So, if you like maybe beers on the sweeter side.
There we go. This one.
Then Kolsch, we have the 1 gallon kit for $19.99, and then we also have a 5 gallon kit for $34.99. 4.2 to 4.75 ABV again, and 25 to 28 for IBUs.
So we're now getting up there.
Getting a little higher. It's straw.
Straw.
Yeah, straw colored. Oh, I misspoke. This is what's sweeter than a Pilsner.
Okay.
That one actually has a spice pack that goes with it. It's coriander and salt with the orange.
Wait, salt?
Yeah, with the orange.
Let's go backwards.
Yeah, sorry, I misspoke. I was switching those two around. So,
right, so this guy has a salt pack in there.
Yeah, and coriander too. So
Flavorful. But orange, salt pack, coriander. I'm thinking this could be really an interesting profile.
That it almost reminds me a little bit of, I don't know if anyone has watched our YouTube video, but I brewed with, well, I say I brewed, but John brewed, and I was there. He has a really cute cat, by the way. But he brewed an orange beer of some sort. And I think it was an orange Kolsch. So it was like a mix of these two.
That's where that came
and it
from.
had coriander in it. I remember because he was like breaking up the coriander to put it in there.
He's particular. He really gets his job done. Okay.
Somebody says, do you grow your own hops? I have in my garden 6-year-old hop plants.
That is so cool.
That's really cool. We don't, but John that I was just talking about, he does.
He does. He bought the rhizomes from us here. Typically we do a rhizome pre-sale and then we send out the little rhizomes so you can do that. We don't have them in our house because we're super dog friendly and we have to be careful about hops because they're poisonous to dogs. So,
and I live in an apartment.
well, and I'm in a condo, but like the owner of the company, who has the pups over all the time, would not be able to have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the cool thing is, as I go out to my mom's house, I go by a hop farm.
Oh, that's neat.
And it's the coolest looking thing with all these like vines just going. I always want to roll down the windows in case I can smell it.
In case you can smell it. That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you, but I wrote this paper in like 3rd grade that was about, you could pick any town in America, and I picked Hershey, Pennsylvania, because I love chocolate. Mm-hmm. And someone told me when I was like in 3rd grade, the whole town smelled like chocolate. Well, then as a 20-year-old, I went there with that in my mind, fully believing it. And I got out of the car, and and it didn't smell like chocolate, and my heart was literally broken. Jed was laughing so hard at me. He was like, you believe that? And I'm like, well, yeah. But then when we went into the park, then it smelled like chocolate.
Like Willy Wonka.
So I can see why when you go past the hop farm, you thought it would smell like hops.
Need a little of that smell. All right. Are we done with Kolsch?
Yeah.
This is a little bit sweeter than Pilsner.
Yep.
Okay, what's next?
The Lazy Lemon Radler.
Oh, fun. Let me get that. And I think, actually, I have a couple of them still on sale in the sale part of our catalog.
Yeah, so let's see. It says they're $49.99, but
do you feel this?
Is it heavy? Oh yeah, it's pretty heavy.
There's some stuff in there. Yeah.
This is actually gonna be like basically beer plus lemonade mixed together. So it's going to have the heft to it, I would imagine, is because it has Brewer's Best fruit kicker in it. Yeah. So it's going to have, it's probably the lemon.
They got the juice in there.
Yeah, the lemon flavor of that. And then it also has lactose. So it's going to have lactose for that improved mouthfeel.
Look at this into you. I can just drink. She can talk about it.
Yeah. So you said that Nick was drinking these in the Bahamas, huh?
So it's funny. For years we've gone to the Bahamas with the kids, and they usually go with their dad, and they always talk about grabbing the Radlers, and I was like, I hope they weren't snakes. So
the Radlers.
Because I'm the mom, you know.
That's funny. That's funny.
So they were like, no, Mom, it's like these beers you can drink all day long. They have a low ABV. We can do anything. We don't get absolutely snockered. Yeah. And we just drink them. We just drink them all day long, and they're Radlers.
The ABV is 3.9.
Which is the beauty of it. Yeah. That's the beauty. So they go to the Bahamas, and they always get the Radlers. So they go down, like, they go to Atlantis. So they go underneath this overpass, and it's where the locals go, and they're like shanties or like shacks and all these, and they're all different restaurants. And they're kind of like falling over and hanging out into the water, and it's perfect. And we go there and we get all these different foods. A lot of them are deep fried and they're just fantastic. But we drink Radlers when we're there, so you can drink all day long.
That's awesome.
In the sunshine. And you know, there's something about, and I'm sure you know this phenomenon, like if you're out in the sunshine and you're drinking all day, it just seems to wipe you out after a while.
Yeah,
like the sun, the alcohol,
I used to be a lifeguard just sitting in the sun with no alcohol. It just
add alcohol to it and you're exhausted.
Yeah.
And so this is that way to kind of balance it, which is cool. Yeah. So if you have a pool or you have a boat or you're anything like that,
Lazy Lemon. It says lazy in the title. Like,
be lazy.
There's no shame. These come with labels too, and the labels are really cool.
Do you want me to open?
Yeah, let's do it.
If you buy this one and it was open, it was me. There we go.
With a touch of Paula love.
There we go.
Yeah, the labels. I really like the labels on this.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, isn't it cute? It's a little lemon. just chilling.
Like on a bike.
Here, wait, I'll show Facebook. Someone says, sounds like the perfect summer porch drink.
It totally is.
Totally.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I had never heard of radlers around here, maybe in other states. But once I learned about them in the Bahamas, I'm a huge fan.
So then the last one, I have to tell a bit of a story on this. So I was putting together this list, and I was like, okay, I think I got all the summer beers. And then I walked past where we keep all of our beer kits, and I'm like, hold up, if we're doing summer beers, I should probably put the summer ale. I didn't know that we had it. I think it's relatively new. I would imagine, since it's rolling around for summer.
We get it every year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the summer ale is going to be $39.99 for that 5-gallon kit. 4.4 to 5% ABV and 18 to 20 IBUs. It's going to have bitter orange peel and lemon peel. So it's going to have both of those flavors, which I think would be really good. So like nice and citrusy.
Who doesn't love lemon lime?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it's lemon orange.
Oh, lemon orange. All right.
I mean, same
I
diff.
add lime. Okay.
It's going to have Cascade hops, so classic hop. And then crushed carapils. All these they're not going to have like a lot of like heavy dark malts because they're all...
Because they're not winter.
Yeah.
We're not wearing heavy jackets anymore.
Yeah. And yeah, just like
Don't
a
mind
nice...
me, I'm just making a mess.
A nice citrusy beer.
That was summertime.
I think that, like, throughout the entire summer, we should just find an excuse to have watermelon at every
I
line.
agree.
Hello, everyone. Today we're talking about...
Watermelon.
You didn't even let me finish.
Watermelon.
He was like, today we're talking about watermelon. Yeah, so, guys, we're actually turning this into a watermelon shop. Yeah.
It's so refreshing. Oh.
Oh.
All right. Are we done with this one?
Yeah, done with the summer ale. And that's the last of our summer
and I
kits.
think I have some summer ale on our sale thing.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So grab them when you can, but because they're in the sale section, so they're already discounted for you.
Somebody says in South Africa. Oh, cool. We have people.
Yeah.
Oh, we only have a specific type of radler with a lager, basically.
Okay. Yeah, but the radler is a thing. Like,
yeah.
I think other people knew about it before I knew about it.
I just really want to point out.
I know. Look at me.
Winning.
Yeah. It wasn't a red wine.
It wasn't. That's
because there's no question when it's a red wine.
Really quickly before we sign off, I feel like you guys would enjoy this story. I had a time last week. I know that I made the live seem like it went beautifully and we pulled it off great, but I spilled red wine all over the floor twice. So the first time, if you're using a bottle filler, make sure that you don't pressurize it, because if you do, and you don't depress the thing on the bottom to let all the pressure out, it's gonna shoot off and you're gonna have red wine going everywhere. So pro tip number 1. Pro tip number 2 is if you're putting wine bottles in a box, before you lift the box up, make sure that it's taped on the bottom. Because I put 12 wine bottles in a box and I lifted it up. And luckily only one broke, but I really, really, really thought that I had just broke all 12 bottles of wine that we had.
That would have been so sad because that wine is the bomb.
It's so good. We're like, everyone was trying it and it was really good. So yeah, someone said I brewed last year with Saison and strawberry and rhubarb. Pinky beer is so good.
Ooh.
Do you like Saison? Because I love it.
Oh.
I've had 2 of them, and it's like maybe one of my favorite styles.
We haven't talked much about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an idea for...
I have to say, there are degrees of like for beer. I don't know if I dislike a beer.
That's fair.
Something to think about.
Alright, well, for anyone that's watching that hasn't heard it before, we do have 10% off with our coupon code BEERDAY at checkout. It's through the end of today only, so make sure that if you want any beer ingredients or equipment, you go to our website, code BEERDAY for that 10% off at checkout. And next week we're planning a little bit of a special thing.
A little twist.
A little twist. A little bit of tea. A little bit of twist.
I'm gonna be brewing tea.
So make sure to tune in next week to see what we get up to. But yeah, with that, I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and yeah, we'll see you next Thursday.
See ya.
And now I have to end 2 videos.
You can do it.